Hey everybody, I'm so excited to be making this video for you. This is going to be a little bit of an informational video, just explaining the parts of the audition, what to expect, some helpful tips that will hopefully help you come out successful on the other side of your drum major audition. First things first, let me introduce myself. Some of you might know me, some of you might not. My name is Renee Garman. I am currently a sophomore music education major here at Liberty University, which is where I am. I'm in my dorm room right now. I was in the Rebel Regiment. I was a drum major for my junior and senior year. I graduated in 2019. And I'm in the marching band here at Liberty. I play mellophone. I played piccolo for 1 year and then I switched to mellophone. And I'm also a conductor for Atlanta CV this year, DCA Drum Corps out of Atlanta. And I am so excited to be working with you. I'm so excited to just walk you through this and to hopefully help you understand that it's not quite as scary as it seems. We'll kind of break it down step by step, hopefully make things as clear as possible for you. I wish that I could be in person explaining all of this and working with each of you individually, but as I live 7 hours away, it's not exactly an option, and with COVID things, this is probably smarter anyway. So without further ado, let's get started. The first thing we're going to talk about is commands. It's the very first thing you'll do in your interview or in your audition, and so you know them, you've probably heard them, you've been in the band before, so you've done the response to them. So now you need to learn how to do the call. Let me stand up for you. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about is calling the band to attention. In order to do so, you need to have a very loud, strong clap. So it seems like something that would be super self-explanatory, super easy. We all clap, we do it all the time. But what you need to do is you need to spend some time figuring out how to get your loudest possible clap on your hand. We don't want any of this. We want a loud, right? And so it's a little bit weird in this room because it's small, but your clap needs to be loud enough to call the entire band to attention. So even if it's just you calling the band to attention, they should still be able to hear you based off of your clap. So spend some time figuring out what's best for you. For me, I use this part of my hand on this part of my hand, kind of sideways, and it usually gets a loud ring. Okay, so the very first command that you need to know, you'll do them in attention, horns up, horns down, and then I think he'll probably have you do the who are we, the Rebel Regiment. Okay, so the first command, each command is followed, each command is started off by 4 claps, so, and then you'll speak. So I'll demonstrate the first one. So the first one is 10 hut, and then the band responds with hut. So 10 hut. So I can't do it to the full volume that I would like to, just because I am in a dorm room and there are people on either side of me and that would be a little bit awkward. Just make sure that you're speaking as loud as you possibly can. You're using your man voice in your lower register. We don't want our voices to be up here like this. Even if you have a naturally high voice, you still want to bring it down into this lower register. So yeah, 10 hut, and then the band responds with hut. The second one is horns up. So the same way, 4 claps and then the command. So horns up, and then they'll say up in response. And then the third one, we're kind of doing these in order of how they would actually occur on a band field, is horns down. So same thing, horns down, and then the classic, iconic, who are we? So when we do this, don't raise it up at the end. It is a question, but we're not asking it like a question. We want it to be more of a statement, like, who are we? So there's no clapping involved in this one. You and your drum major partners look at each other and you go, who are we? And the band says, the Rebel Regiment. Super fun, super awesome, iconic. So a couple points that I want to make sure that we all got. You want to use your lower register of your voice. You want to really pull it from the deepest parts of your stomach. Think about using this part of your body just to kind of project. The band needs to be able to hear you, so you can't say 10 hut, because nobody's going to be able to hear you. You've got almost 200 people on the field, so it needs to be as loud as you can speak, louder than I did in here. It needs to be short and sharp, so not 10 hut. See how long and drawn out that is? It needs to be 10 hut. And then I know that we're from South Georgia and having a Southern accent is great. However, not when we're drum majoring. When we're calling commands, our Southern accent needs to go out the window. So we're not doing 10 hut, or horns up, or horns down. That's not what we're going for here. It's 10 hut, horns up, horns down. So you get the gist. So that's what I have for commands. I'm going to break this up into 3 separate videos. This one talks about commands. The next one will talk about conducting and what it looks like, our pattern. And then I will make a 3rd video about the piece that you'll be conducting, which I'm sure Offered will send out to you in due time. So stick around and we will talk about the conducting part of this.